Welcome back to another episode here on the channel. My name is Artbat, and today we are gathering some red sand right now for our project today. We're going to be working on our villager hall, and it's going to be a big 2-story building right on the edge of town, and we will start putting all of our villagers in there we get from our villager breeder we did in the last episode. So I'm just going to be gathering a bunch of red sand here because we're going to start making some red sandstone as some accent colors for our village. So that requires a lot of red sand. So I'll be here for a while gathering a bunch of this because we're going to need a lot of red sandstone. But I won't make you watch it. So I'll see you back at the village and we'll talk about what plans we have for this building. This big villager hall is going to have a nice... It's gonna be like a 2-story building with a nice curved back, and I want to kind of have some feel of it being the most powerful building here, or like a nice big town hall type of thing. So it's gonna have 2 sides, and then we'll have the villagers lined up on both sides of these. There could be a villager here and a villager here. And I might expand it just one more block to make a little bit more walkway. And then there'll also be villagers here, and then there'll be 2 levels of them. And we'll put some pillars on it and make it look super fancy. And maybe the back side will have like a glass dome on top or something like that to make it super fancy, and a nice staircase up to the 2nd floor. I don't know, something fancy in the middle to make it look pretty neat. And it'll be this big prominent building on this side of the village. So that's what I'm planning on this side, and this might change. This is just my rough layout. Could change a little bit. I'm still kind of planning out what the building's going to look like all together. And then we'll have to open up this wall. Probably go from this building for now, maybe right here, and make the wall go into that building. And then we'll decorate all this, get rid of all these candles. And this wall could just bend around over to here real quick for right now. Then we'll take all this down. And yeah, just clean up all these torches, make it look a lot better. And decorate this area more like the inside of the village as well. And we'll expand it to this area for this building as well. So it'll really start expanding the village over here. And then we'll have a huge trading hall that we can put some villagers in and start trading with. And have them permanently locked in one place so we can keep using them over and over again for what I need to trade with, like potions or tools or stuff like that. And they'll be sitting here waiting, and we still have villagers roaming around over there. And then if we find villagers we don't really like, they don't have really good stuff, we just throw them back into the village and there'll just be more village people. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do, and that's the big plan for this push. I don't know if all this will happen in this exact episode. We might work on this building in the next episode. But for now, this guy's just watching me. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, okay, fine. All right, with number 1 done, you can see the shape of what this is starting to look like. We are using the red sandstone to strongly highlight the build of the sand, just the normal sandstone. And the interior sort of fits like this. We'll have the villagers here and their workstations in front of them. I still need to craft a whole bunch of workstations for them, but I can only put them in one at a time because I want them to, you know, become that workstation. If they're all already here, I'll just pick whichever one random one at once. So this will go in as we put villagers in. Not sure if I'm going to put the villagers standing or still in the mine carts. I haven't quite decided. There's a trick to make them stand in place without the mine cart, but I haven't quite tested all that yet. But they'll be there, and then that, and then we have these open. So I have open doors with carpet. If you don't know this trick, it's a few layers of carpet. I think it's 4 or 5 layers deep, and mobs just won't walk on it because they don't know. They think it's a hole. They won't come in. They'll like get to one and just sit there spinning and then walk back off. So it's a good way to have an open door without mobs coming in and bugging you on the inside. And it usually works. If it's just one line, sometimes they'll push through and then go. But if you have like a few of them, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines here that are all dug out, it's a lot harder for them to get pushed all the way on those 4 blocks to get in. They'll just sit here or sit the next one and then leave. So yeah, it's an easy way. It's an easy trick to get around having open doors. So I did that at all 3 doors so that they don't get in any direction. I think I only did 3 here though. So that'll stop mobs from coming in the building. It's obviously not stopping the cats unless they spawned in the building, because they're everywhere. So this side matches exactly like that side. And we'll have 2 whole sides of villagers, and a little space in the back here too if we want to put a couple more. Got a little decorative table here in the middle that I'll put some decorations on, and then upstairs we will start the 2nd story, and I will start building that here in just a moment. And there we have it, the completed trading hall for our villagers. Nice big 2-story building. Very high contrast with the orange sandstone and the regular sandstone. It's going off of the pyramid because the pyramid uses the orange terracotta. Ow, my face. The orange terracotta with the sandstone, so we're matching that and just adding our own flair to it. I really like how this building came out. Like, I think it's one of the strongest buildings in the village. Definitely draws your eye to it because it's so, well, first it's big. It's a nice big 2-story building, but also just the contrast between the 2 colors. really pops it a lot. It pops it so much that I'm thinking about changing the symbols I have in the village and all the like decorative terracotta to the orange instead of this normal terracotta, which came with the village. This is what spawned with the village. But I think the orange like that's on the pyramid looks a lot better, stronger, you know, tone. Same with this. So now we're using the same color. I might change all these out for the orange color as well, just to give it that little bit of pop and match it all together. But yeah, so this is the 2 stories trading hall, and so before we got 3 entrances with some carpets so mobs can't get in. I'm gonna carpet the whole thing to hide these lights and everything too. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And again, we'll have like 4 rows of villagers are here, maybe a few in the back. We have a couple extra, another 4 rows on the other side, which is exactly identical, and maybe some more in the back. And still some interior decorating, like put something up here on the tables, carpet to hide those lights. And again, 4 more rows up here, and the same on the other side, another 4 rows in here. So we have plenty of room for a lot of villagers, and that's just going to help trade a lot easier. One whole row might be just like getting emeralds, like all the traders just need to get emeralds. So there's a lot of them, because if the more you have to get the emeralds, the easier it is like to do it all in one day, like instead of just getting locked out and waiting for them to like sleep and go to their workstation again and all that daily routine. Like the more you have, the more you can get through. I should put some carpet up on those lights too. Anyways, so some more interior design needed. We got a nice glass window up front, we have a nice glass ceiling, windows in the back. I really like the design. It's pretty nice, it's pretty easy. I was thinking about maybe a chandelier, but since I made the glass roof, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put the chandelier like right here, possibly. So there's still some possibilities to expand this a little more, but this is what the villager hall is looking like now, and I'm happy with it. I like it. Next step will be to incorporate the village into it and see if the golems will walk inside, because I think the carpet trickle will stop the golems too from walking up there. And yeah, clean up this ground and make it like a path, maybe convert this old path to over here somewhere, and move the fence around so that it's incorporated into the village. I was kind of thinking this could be like a cool little market area now. So this is our main entrance right here, where this was all set up before. So this is the main entrance I was thinking, and we should make a bigger, grander main entrance area. But then the village wraps around to this side, and I was kind of thinking like it should wrap around this side as well, so we could make all this like little marketing area, like a trading. I don't know, you see like those like trading areas where like they got all their like booths set up with all their like umbrellas and stuff. Like we could do that here next to the giant trading hall, and that trading hall then would seem like the, you know, the people that had the money and could pay for the area to rent out space in there. Then out here would be all the littler people who had like just little tents and little side gigs. We could even line them up against the side maybe. But anyway, just expand the wall out here, make this whole like a trading area, and this whole area marketplace-esque area, and then yeah, that widen up this whole side of the village. And again, we could have lots of villagers running around and stuff like that. So big plans for this area, and I really hope they'll come to look. What is going on there? It made a corner instead of a thing. Yeah. Why? What the heck? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Huh. Weird. Let's figure that out later. Alright. Next, I think I might switch out the orange like I was talking about. I'll just switch out this orange and show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'll do it to the whole area. I wonder if I should do it to the top of the house as well. I don't know, I'll work on that and I'll be back in a minute. So I've switched these terracotta pieces out to orange now. Now they're the orange terracotta instead of the normal terracotta, and yeah, they pop a lot better and they'll match all the stuff we've done recently. So the palace will be the blue, well, cyan color tone, and then I guess the village will now be the orange color tone to match the pyramid in our new building. But yeah, these top parts look a lot better, and also got these little poles. Everywhere that had the normal terracotta I switched out. The orange terracotta, pretty easy. And while we were working in there, I ended up opening up this whole wall, exposing our new building to everyone to walk around, so golems and villagers can walk around if they want. They probably won't because this isn't technically part of the village. It's outside the barrier, but we'll see if they want to walk around a little bit. The golems definitely will because they just roam, I think. So for the wall, I just temporarily cornered this one right into the corner of the wall. So it's not going to be that way. I think I'm going to go off this pole here and go straight back and around the backside of the trading hall. But it's temporary for right now, so it's open. And on this side, I took out this whole hill of dirt that was right here, extended the wall down, brought it down, and then these two sections are temporary. Just close off this side to this corner of the wall. And then I already set up the front area a little bit. As I was talking, like, it's kind of cool, this main area is like in between two walls, so I've brought that wall down and matched it on this side so they're the same, and they're even on the back, so it's a nice symmetrical on both sides. And that'll be set up. We should, like, I think I'll do something really fancy in here maybe with the layers and make it more grandeur as you walk into the main area. And that'll leave this whole area to do our trading hall marketplace area over here as well. So I'll be getting some villagers out of the villager breeder. Looks like our villager has grown up finally. I'll be getting them out of there and start putting some in the trading hall. And yes, I'll probably be just breaking a hole in the wall to get them in there. It's easy to fix, no big deal. To get them all lined up in there. And yeah, start getting some trades going. So in between the next few episodes, that's what I'm going to be doing, is sitting out here, getting some villagers breeded and send them over to our big villager breeding hall and start getting that all set up. And we'll probably take a few that are in the village. Like, I got the mender still locked in here with the mending book. Him, I'll probably move him over because he's a keeper, because mending book is very important. Oh, I missed these ones. Ah, I didn't make these ones orange. All right, I'll do those later. But yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities still here in this village. Like getting these paths set up here and decorating it all. This whole place needs better decoration. Like, there's still torches on the ground. We should figure out better torching. Is it meeting time? Like, it's meeting time. Better lighting, more detail. Like, there's just a grass area over here that could easily have some nice detail in it. Just make it look a lot nicer and more detailed instead of just plain. Like this building, I've been noticing this building is just plain. There's no like lines or anything in it to like break up the top from the bottom or anything. It's just plain brick. It could use some, don't you have like corner blocks, or at least like the village buildings have like the corner blocks. So it needs an overhaul to be more decorative. There's a lot of stuff like that that could be upgraded to make this place a lot more, I don't know, nicer, invited, what's the word? Cozy, more cozy. So this area is all plain, could use something. This area is plain, could use something. Like, there's lots that we could do to keep improving this area. But that's it for me today. As the sun sets on this glorious day again. I don't know how I keep timing this right, but as the sun sets on this village, I will bid you adieu. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you enjoyed, why has he got the green sparkles? Sorry, I got distracted. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much, and thank you for watching the end. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing, and it always helps if you hit that like button if you liked this build we did today. So thank you so much for watching. This is Artbat, and I'll see you later.